Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 67 of Direwolf20's Modern Skyblock series. Today, we're going back to space. Space. I'm excited to go back to space. Mostly, look at that, that's cool, the frequency module thing. That's awesome. It renders on your head. That's cool, look at that. Neat. Yeah, Dara's just a little bit having fun with this. So today I want to do a couple things. First off, I learned, courtesy of the quest book, once I got home and processed my stuff, that we have to go back to space. Yay. We have to go back to the moon, specifically, in order to get a Tier 2 rocket. We could also look into making a breathable environment with an oxygen sealer. So I've been doing a little bit of reading on the Galacticraft Wiki about how oxygen works. So there's a couple things that we can do to make oxygen work on non-oxygenated planets and moons, right? So there's things called oxygen compressors. We already have one of those, right? We made one of these guys somewhere. I think that's what's over here, right? Oxygen. So there's the oxygen collector. That collects oxygen from the environment. And then there's the oxygen compressor, which puts oxygen inside a tank for me. Yay. Then in addition to that, there's the oxygen bubble distributor. What that does is it creates a bubble of oxygen around that block. And it doesn't need a sealed off room. It requires a lot of power and a lot of oxygen, though. And then if you want, you could make something for a little less power, the oxygen sealer. See how that's less power? What that needs is an enclosed space around it, and then you feed oxygen in it, and it'll oxygenate the room. So basically, oxygen sealer, you build a base, and it'll keep oxygen inside the base for you. Oxygen bubble can just be a bubble of oxygen all around wherever. So that's cool. Oxygen bubble outwards from the center block using internal tank. This allows safe breathing inside the bubble. Yeah. And then there's like an oxygen detector, oxygen storage module, store large amounts of oxygen for later use. That's cool. So that's the deal with oxygen. So couple things, right? So now how do we make oxygen, right? So the oxygen collector here can obviously make it. Is this some kind of liquid, I wonder? Like tank? Like, is it a gas by chance? I'm just curious, right? Like, what if this was some kind of gas that we could, like, pipe from the overworld? It's the way it's supposed to work when you're not using other mods, and Dire's being sneaky already. But the way it's supposed to work, let's get a gas tank, and let's get a fluid tank, just in case it's one of those two. The way it's supposed to work is you can plant wheat, which we saw on the moon, or trees, which we saw on the moon, and they will generate oxygen. So the leaves of trees will generate oxygen, or the wheat will generate oxygen. Now the downside with leaves is that over time, the leaves will decay, even if they're attached to a wood block, from what I've read. We'll have to test that, but my understanding is that, you know, sucking oxygen out of leaves will cause them to eventually decay. On the flip side, wheat does not eventually disappear, but it has to be fully grown. So we could put an oxygen collector near a bunch of wheat or leaves and it'll start collecting oxygen for us. But because Dire likes to be sneaky and figure out how things work, let's see if you count as a gas in some way, shape, or form. Input dark green. Okay. So let's get a few things, right? Let's get some. No, not you. Let's actually take you off there so I don't get confused. Mechanism. So we've got universal cable, logistical transporters, mechanical pipe, that's for fluids. Pressurized tube, that's for gases. I'm not sure if either of these things will actually... So you don't want to seem to connect. Oh, wait. You do need to be... Let's move you for a sec. Can you pressurize tube? Oh, hello. Well, hello there. You seem to connect. Where's my configurator, dude? Well, hello. Interesting. Very interesting. So you are a mechanism gas, I see. Well, that's cool. Now, does mechanism... I want to say it's gotta, right? Have some kind of interdimensional doohickey? I don't know. I actually don't know this because I don't know mechanism well enough to answer that question. But can I transfer gases interdimensionally? So then that leads me to another question, just out of curiosity. You're hydrogen, you're oxygen, yes. Just out of curiosity, are you the same oxygen as this oxygen? Yes, you are. Aha! Ha 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 ha. Interesting. Dyer's learning things today. Yes, he is. So, that's an interesting fact. So, we could either, if we wanted to, be all kinds of clever. Can I do that and you will get things? I hope that works. I'm assuming that's going to work. So out of here, so just thinking out loud, right? But if I wanted to, right? And I mean, we could make an advanced gas tank, right? And I could just pop you in there, and then you're cool, and then you can. I'm wondering if this will work. Does this work? No, it doesn't so much. But you could do this again, right? Yeah, you could. That's what's up. So here's what I'm thinking, right? I could make oxygen from water on the moon, right? And that makes sense. Using mechanism, or we could, you know, plant some trees and get this guy, you know, doing his thing. So that's a thought. Let me think about this. All right, hold your horses. I found what I was looking for, and I don't know what all is going to be involved in making it, but the item we're looking for is called the Quantum Entangle Porter. Yeah, that's going to require some things: teleportation cores, atomic alloys, all the things. So give me a minute here. I'm gonna do some AutoCraft programming, and we'll be right back. All right, guys. So this is gonna be requiring actually like a little bit of automation. So maybe that would be a good thing for you guys to see on camera. Let's see how right or wrong I am about that. So I'm rearranging a little bit of how this works. So you're currently using 4 channels, right? You're using 1 because I'm gonna need to automate diamond, carbon, obsidian, and redstone. I need all of them in order for this to work. So that's 1, 2, 3. It's going to need a little bit more than what you got going on, right? So I've got 4 there, and I need 3 more. Well, that should be reasonable. I think I can pull that off in terms of channels. So are my interfaces done yet? Getting there. I made a few more than I need, per se. And then my export buses, they're probably in progress, right? So let's pop you off. So you guys all need stuff, right? So first thing is Enriched Alloy, right? That goes in iron into the red one, right? So I already made that recipe. So that's you pattern. Cool. And then we need to put that into a diamond one, right? Cool. All right. So that is the red one. Goes in, and that one comes out. Cool. And the next one is going to be the blue one goes in, right? So let's put that into the diamond. That's this one, I believe. Yes. Yes. Cool. So you go in there, right? And then you get infused into the obsidian one? Yes, for atomic alloy, right? So wherever the obsidian one is, that's this guy. You get infused into atomic alloys. Cool. That's the obsidian one, so this goes in there. Cool. And then you're the redstone one. So that covers all those things, right? Next up, we want to teach you how to make more compressed stuff. Right, so let's get redstone. So like, let's get compressed from mechanism, right? So redstone, diamond, and obsidian, right? And that needs obsidian, refined obsidian. The obsidian one's going to be the tricky, complex recipe. That's just pure redstone and diamond, right? So let's get some of those. Redstone. and diamond. And diamond's going to be a little bit annoying because the whole don't have a lot of diamonds thing. Yeah, resonating wand. We're going to need that. But let's pop you guys in there. Enrich those for me. And then I can get the recipes going. I still need a better source of diamonds, to be totally honest with you guys. And I don't have that just yet. Alright, so diamond becomes compressed diamond. And redstone becomes compressed redstone. And then you can go into that compressor learning, dude. Now for compressed obsidian, that's a slightly different story. So that needs refined obsidian, which we can get from metallurgic infusing of diamond. It's annoying. Is there any other refined obsidian? I think we just have to do that, right? That's pretty much what we have to do. That uses just so much diamond. Ugh, it sucks, but it is what it is. And that's just obsidian dust, right? So I can either get obsidian dust or refined obsidian. Or obsidian powder or obsidian dust from mechanism. So you get 2 from the enrichment chamber. And you, from thermal, you get 4. And from Ender IO, you get... Wait, what? Obsidian powder from Ender IO? Yeah, that's what I want. That doesn't actually seem to be much of a thing. So I think my best bet is to pulverize it, right? In terms of... Tech Reborn's grinder also does 4, like Thermals does. Yeah, let's do that. So we've got our obsidian cooking over here, right? Which one of you does obsidian for me? One of you guys was making obsidian, wasn't it? Was it this one? Did I have this guy making obsidian? Should do something about this. Make obsidian a little bit more of a good process. Because we have some, we just don't have a ton. But what we could say is one of you yields 4 of you. Yeah. Alright. I'm going to keep programming this stuff, but basically what I'm going to do is have it auto-crafting the refined obsidian, the compressed refined obsidian, to go into the thing, right? So to make refined obsidian, compressed obsidian is what it's called. We need refined obsidian dust, which is that in the metallurgic infuser. Okay. So let's get... That pattern's going to have to go somewhere, but for now, let's just say that obsidian dust in the diamond infuser guy. That's this one. Didn't I grab obsidian dust? Makes refined obsidian. Cool. And that goes into the same one of these that this guy is in. So now if I want refined obsidian, that's cool. And then refined obsidian, let's get that ready to go here. Can go into you, the enriching factory, to make the plate. Cool. Did I actually get... No, I didn't. Ha! It got it before me. It's okay. You, sir, can do that. And then you go into the enriching factories, dude. Which is these guys, right? And that makes sense. Cool. So now we can get all the compressed forms of things. Nice. And then we're going to set up the exporters for all those with crafting cards. So give me like 10 of these for a minute, because we're going to want crafting cards. And I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to set up the rest of this off camera. All right, so what we're going to say is you export that. And we're going to make sure that the side config in the front will be the extra slot. So that should cause redstone to be dropped into here, and then you to be put into here. Perfect. Cool. And then this guy is done already. So this guy gets the compressed obsidian one, and his side config will be front is purple. And now you should be crafting both maybe at the same time. Hopefully you're not in some kind of blocking mode. Maybe not. Yeah, because you have to do things, don't you? You can export the diamond. And that can be extra purple. And hopefully you start working. Yay. Good, you both work at the same time. That's nice at least. You're okay to both work at the same time. And why you don't want to go? Because if I asked for some obsidian, would you not be able to make it? You can. You just need to... Maybe our crafters are just a little bit busy. But then in addition, we're going to want our transporters. But basically we're going to configure you so that top is output, 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 auto eject on, auto eject on, auto eject on, and you're already set for auto eject on, right? So that should be cool. All right, back in a minute once I figure out why you don't seem to be totally working, Mr. Obsidian guy. I figured it out. This guy wasn't configured for input on the back. Make sure they're all configured for input on the back. There's your problem. Dire derping it up. Side configuration. That's tricky. But that should get everything full and keep it all full, which will be good. My only minor concern maybe is just the whole usage of diamonds. Like obsidian we can get more of. I haven't set up the pulverized obsidian bit, but that shouldn't be too hard to add. Because this is my pulverizer? Yeah, and he's quick. So let's set up a quick interface here. Basically do that. And then we'll set you for the back to be both, right? So that if I wanted some obsidian dust, you would do that. Cool. And that works. Sweet. All right, good deal. If we run out of obsidian, we run out of obsidian. I'll just get that going at some point. So that gets everything working. Cool. So now... if I want to teach you how to make a quantum entangloper, you shouldn't have too much of a problem. So you're made like that, and you're made... you need to know how to make these things. Okay, cool. So you're made like that. Do you know how to make control circuits by chance? You don't. Those are osmium inside the red one. So osmium makes a circuit. Cool. I guess we'll put it back here, it's fine. So the redstone one. Yes. You make the circuits. And then you guys can go in here. Cool. Okay. Whoops. So quantum entangloper. You need to know how to make one of these dudes, which you can make now. And then you know how to make these dudes. So that if I said that I wanted a quantum entangloper now, you should know how to make all the parts for it, right? You may not know how to make the refined obsidian, though. Hello. So that's just, that's an osmium compressor recipe? Okay, so we do refined obsidian dust. Let's request like 10 of those real quick. No crafting CPUs are available. I need more crafting CPUs if I'm going to be auto-crafting all this much. So refined obsidian dust makes refined obsidian in the Osmium Compressor, which I forget if we automated already. That might be you, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is. Oh, wait, that's the basic compressing factory. Is that right? The Osmium Compressor? Refined obsidian, Osmium Compressor. I believe that's correct, right? So let's throw you down. We'll put you in there. And if I'm correct, refined obsidian going in here should do the thing. So let's make sure that you're configured for input on the back, purple on the front, output on the top. Oops. And auto output. Ta-da! Beautiful. That works. Cool. Alright, so now you know how that works. Let's also get one more export bus. I thought I made a bunch of you. Did I make a bunch of export buses? I swore I said 10. I swore. Oh yeah, there they are. Haha. Told you I had a bunch. And you output osmium for me, sir. See all the fun automation we get to do? Sweet. Perfect. All right, good. So now everything's fully automated, right? Except the production of obsidian, but that's okay. I can live with that. So now I should be able to request a couple quantum entangleopers. Like 2 of them? No crafting CPUs are available, but now they are. Cool. So you're making all the things. See all that crafting occurring? And now we'll get a quantum entangleoper. That'll be cool. I'm a little excited about that, because you know what that means. Do you? I hope you do. You should know where I'm going with this. I presume you do. Nice. So then... So let's say we have a tank. A gas tank. And we wanted an elite one. That shouldn't be too hard to make. There they go, they're going. Right? Check this out. So I'm just going to do this to advanced gas tank. Is that not what's after basic, advanced, elite? Oh, we need reinforced alloys. Sorry, wrong thing. Dire derps for days. There we go. Right? So check this out. Quantum entangle porter. So those don't stack with each other. Good to know. But if we pop you there, and we make side config, input is on the right. For gases, input is on the right. Oxygen? Hey, cool. You've got oxygen coming in. And then we set you to oxygen. And we had a basic pressurized tube capable of transferring gases. And you were outputting on the left. Eject. If you need RF to work, you might need RF to work. Think he needs RF? He might. He might. This might actually be a neat way to do this too, because... Check this out. Advanced cables. Because we're going to want to transfer RF anyway, right? So side config power can be on the bottom input. So you've got energy stored in you now. You can see it on there. You've got energy. Side config gases output on the left. Auto eject on. Hey, what's up? Interdimensional oxygen plus power. Hello. I call that a win. So if I made a few more oxygen collectors, that could be cool. So let's get like 2 more of those. So what's involved in that? Oxygen vents, compressed aluminum, oxygen concentrators. Let's get 2 more for now. As soon as crafting CPUs become available. And what else did we need for that? Oxygen fans. Just need some compressed steel. Come on, crafting CPUs, let's go. I'm gonna need a few more of those, I think. Clearly. I think this is clever. So then you only need some compressed aluminum. Oh good, I did teach you to make those. Yay! So we can collect oxygen from the overworld and interdimensionally send it to the moon, along with power and anything else we want. That sounds clever and cool. I'm down with that. Back in a few when all this, well, this crafting should be getting done. Yeah, we'll be back in a few minutes. This might be a few short minutes. Alright, so we're going to need another vent and canister. I thought I made enough of those, but that's okay. Those are easy to make. Easy-ish. Come on. Come on, oxygen vent. Let's go, oxygen vent. Thank you, oxygen vent. Cool. So what if, right, we put... This is going to get a little bit dire-wiry, as is my right, because, you know, it is. That should be fine. Yeah. Is it the back that needs to get power? Oh, that's so annoying. So annoying. So annoying. But... there was a way that I was rotating these, wasn't there? Oh, hello. Yay, that's cool. Okay, I don't know how I did it, but I did it. Oh, that's not what I want. That's not what I wanted at all. There we go. You've got power, you've got power. Ugh. It's the opposite side of the power that gets... Alright, so then what you're going to need to be... Cool. And then the gas comes out that way. So if we get the... You only need 1 gas tube, which is nice. Right? And then configure you. So you should be extracting the oxygen now. So we have 3 oxygen generators all piping into this dude, which is then piping into this dude at a pretty decent rate. So I think that's cool. That should hopefully be enough oxygen for us to survive on remote planets. So that's wireless oxygen and power, courtesy of Mechanism. I think that's going to be useful for us when we get into our plans there. There's also, Mechanism has some kind of teleporter module. Mechanism has all the things, to be fair. It does have a lot of good stuff, right? There's totally a teleporter portal of some kind. Ooh, and there's a portable teleporter too. I like that. Yeah. We're going to have to check that out next episode, though. But there's a teleporter portal block. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, teleporter frame and teleporters. The frame is used to construct a teleporter multi-block, allowing a portal to be generated within the structure. And I believe it should work between dimensions, which technically planets are. So if we wanted to teleport from the overworld to the moon without using a rocket to fly into space, we should be able to manage that. So mechanism to the rescue. All right, guys, Darryl20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time. We'll probably have to create a new rocket, which I might do between episodes. If I do, I'll do it off camera next episode. Then we'll head to the moon. We'll set up a teleporter. We'll set up a little base, and we'll get oxygen and power flowing up there, right? Once that's in place, then we can start exploring the moon a little bit. We have to find that dungeon, and then we'll be cool. All right, guys. Take it easy.